With all the changes that are happening on Instagram right now, I wanted to share this video with 5 tactics that are working right now. So if you're wanting to spend less time creating content for Instagram and get a bigger impact from content you're creating online, then this video is for you. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kate Emiley and I'm a brand and content strategist, and I love helping small business owners just like you build their brands online. So recently I've seen a lot of negative sentiment around Instagram, and people are taking breaks from the platform. People are complaining about how their content isn't reaching far enough, and there's a reason for this. Instagram is changing things up a lot and they're really focusing on video. A lot of statements have come out from Instagram themselves about how the platform is evolving. And the thing is, we don't pay for Instagram. We don't pay to use the platform as a tool to grow our business. So it makes sense that they want to use their platform as a way of making money, and the way they do that is through ads, and the more ads they can serve to someone is based on how long people stay on their platform. So they're going to serve up content that's reaching people and keeping them engaged and keeping them scrolling through reels or posts that are keeping them on the platform for longer. So in this video, I really wanted to dive into my unpopular opinion around Instagram strategy moving forward. And I know a lot of business coaches, especially Instagram coaches, are really talking about creating more content all the time, jumping on stories every day, 10 times a day, creating a reel every day and a post and this and that. But the thing is, for most of us, that's just not possible. If you're not an Instagram coach and Instagram isn't your life, maybe you don't even like being on Instagram, then this video is going to share how you can be creating less content, putting less effort into the platform, but still getting a big impact. I call it a less is more approach. And when you're marketing your business, you want to do what feels good for you, not what everybody else is doing, because the more you focus on what everyone else is doing, you're going to get bombarded with all of their content and feel stressed and overwhelmed. I mean, I definitely did. I took a break off Instagram for 30 days and it was amazing. I follow a lot of business coaches, a lot of marketing people, because that's my industry. I was feeling like I just wasn't keeping up. I felt like I wasn't creating enough stuff, that I had to be showing up all the time, but also just continuously scrolling through the platform and not really taking a lot in and feeling just stressed from the whole experience. So if you're wanting to take a break from Instagram, I'd highly recommend it. It's a great way to reset what your strategy is and reset your mind frame around marketing your business. So go and watch that video now if that interests you. But on that note, you want to focus less on the metrics that Instagram shares with you. So you want to focus less on followers. I mean, this is something that's been talked about a lot, on how many likes you get, all that sort of stuff, because it's just a vanity metric at the end of the day. It's just something that makes you feel good when your posts get lots of likes, lots of views, lots of followers. But the thing is, when you go viral on Instagram, it doesn't mean your business is going to be a success. It doesn't mean you're going to blow up overnight. In fact, the videos that I've created, the reels I've created that have gone viral, have done nothing. They are basically just a filler. They've created a bit of, personality-based content, but they're definitely not converting to more followers or people that are going to buy from me in the future. But most importantly, this is something that most small businesses forget or they don't know, and that's Instagram should be part of your marketing strategy, not your entire strategy. And what I mean by that is you can definitely use Instagram to share what it is you do, what your product is, what your service is, and how you can help people. But you also want to be focusing on your email marketing and building your email list. You want to create hero content like a YouTube channel or a podcast or a blog. You want to reach out to podcasts and do collaborations and think of other strategies that can get you in front of more of your people people rather than just building a platform that you have zero control over and that you can't ensure that everybody that even follows you sees your content. So because I love creating stuff that's super actionable, I have 5 tactics for you for your Instagram strategy moving forward, and hopefully these ideas will take the pressure off creating more content and always on this constant hamster wheel of content creation, and we'll focus more around strategy and things that are going to actually move the needle in your business and connect with your ideal client. Play with different types of reels. So we know reels are a big thing. I mean, it's the way Instagram is competing with TikTok. So I would definitely recommend giving them a go. If you hate them, don't stress. Focus on what you love, if that's creating live videos or static posts or whatever. But if you are going to play on reels, try a few different things. Don't just focus on doing lip syncing reels or pointing reels or dancing reels, because while these can be fun and they're trendy, they are not necessarily going to your ideal client and get them to convert into what it is that you offer. Instead, I'd recommend a couple of talking to camera reels. I found ones with a lot of motion, so me just walking through my house and telling a story or sharing a tip has been really useful. Or you might want to add a few B-roll videos. And what I mean by B-roll is just videos of maybe your workspace, or you working, or you making a coffee, or you going for your morning walk, something that shows a little bit of personality and a little bit of a behind the scenes. And then you can add a voiceover to this, or just some text with a trending audio. I think trending audio or trending music is still a really important one for reels, even more so than hashtags. I feel like hashtags have sort of gone by the wayside a little bit on Instagram, and the focus is really on that trending audio. So how I find a trending audio that I like, I just go through reels, and if I find something that has popped up on my feed, especially for someone I don't follow, I'll look into that, and you can see at the top if there's a little arrow that's showing that it's trending right now. So I save that, and then I'll use that on any of my clips. Even if I'm doing a talking video, I might play some music underneath, as long as it's not distracting. But adding that trending audio will give it a greater possibility of reaching new people. Stories should tell a story. And what I mean by this is that you want to make sure that if you are sharing stories throughout your day, if it's your work day, then you want to have a bit of a theme in mind. You don't have to do this every time, but trying to create some sort of storyline through your content on stories is going to give you greater traction, because it means people are going to be following along throughout the day. So maybe at the start of the day, you want to set people up with a photo or a short video showing, you know, what's the sort of theme you want to talk about for that day, and then maybe share a face to camera video talking about that theme, and then maybe sharing some testimonials, or you might share an image or share your product or add a link to something that you're working on. And this will not only keep people engaged throughout your story, so they'll keep clicking from next to next to next, but it will also mean that you have more strategy behind your stories. You're not just randomly posting your coffee or just a selfie of you in the sunshine. Like, those sort of things can be okay, but it's better to have some sort of theme. And maybe even if you make sure that 3 days out of the week or 2 days out of the week you have a theme focus, and then the other 2 days you can kind of just go on the fly, then that's going to help you a lot in engaging with your audience in a way that connects and builds that story. Another thing you want to include in your stories where you can, maybe not every story, but when you can add them in, definitely do. Add your polls, your quizzes, question answer boxes, and your little slider. So these will encourage your followers and people that are watching your reels to actually engage with your content. Obviously they can click the little heart, the like button, but lots of people don't do that. So to get people to engage, this is a really powerful strategy, because it means they'll be more likely to click next, and it's more likely Instagram will show that content to more people. When creating content, you want to make sure it's shareable and saveable. So what I mean by this is that people will share it to their stories or share it to people they know directly via a DM, or they will save it. So not just creating posts that might get a like, you want to kind of be a bit more of a thought leader and share stuff that's really strategic or is going to be something different that they want to share with their audience and make people go, oh yeah, that's me too. Relatable stuff works really well. Memes work really well in this instance as well. So again, you're not focusing on that like, that little love heart. You're wanting people to take that next step. And when people do that, Instagram is going to be more likely to show your content to more people. So as you know, you have all these followers following your account. It doesn't mean everybody sees your post. Only a very, very small fraction of people see that post, and depending on the actions that they take, depend on how many more people will see that post. So you want to leverage these save and share. You can even ask your followers to do this for you, to save your post for later or to share it with someone that needs it, and this will be a game changer for you. Your bio is still really important. Your bio is the first place people land when they decide they want to follow you, right? So they want to find out a little bit more about you. They click on your name and your bio comes up. So you want to make sure it's crystal clear who you are, what you do, who you serve, and a good link there with all your links attached to it. You can use something like a link tree, or I like to use a web page. So I create a landing page on my website, which is hosted through Kajabi. And you can do this through Squarespace or any website platform for that matter, and create that landing page, because then it means people are actually reaching your website. They're not reaching an external website, which means that if you do decide to do Facebook ads in the future, you can retarget those people, but also it gives them more of a chance to click through to your website, have a little bit more of a look at what it is you do and whether what you offer might help them. When it's on your website as well, you can add a pop-up so people can put their email addresses in exchange for a lead magnet or a freebie that you have on offer. And this one is the most underrated strategy of all, and that's getting into your DMs. And your DMs is where the magic happens, particularly for service-based businesses that want to convert clients based on a particular challenge or problem that they're facing. So if you put up a poll and someone clicks a certain answer to your question, you can then send each of those people a DM and talk to how you could help solve that problem. And one of the best ways to do this is via voice memo. And while it does take obviously a lot more energy than a copy paste little caption, it's so much more personal. And it means that that person is receiving a unique response from you in a way that sounds personable. You're talking in your tone of voice, you've got your pauses, you've got your personality showing, and they're more likely to engage with you in the future. I love voice memos for everything. Not only is it quicker to respond to a message with a voice memo, I like it as a way of building connection, because sometimes that connection piece is lost with text, but with a voice memo, it just adds that little bit of personalization without you having to jump on camera and have your hair, makeup and everything done. You can just be quickly responding to a DM with a voice memo, and you're going to make that person feel so much more special. All right, so did you love this video? I hope you did. I hope you've taken some of these tactics away and you're going to up-level your Instagram strategy and make it a little bit more simple. Not have such a heavy focus on creating so much content, but focusing on that quality content to make this process way more organic and easy and fun. So if you want to watch my video all about my Instagram break that I had and the things that I learned, this is a really nice one if you're in a place where you're feeling a little bit stuck and you're not sure where your Instagram account is headed, you're feeling a bit frustrated, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Go and watch that one now, because it changed my perspective on the platform and it just reframed everything for me. So I hope you love this video. Please subscribe if you are new here. I release new videos all about digital marketing, content marketing, and digital entrepreneurship here. So I will have another video here I know you're gonna love. So until then, bye for now.